That is Nickelback and Lullaby from 101.5, the Hawkesbury County's #1 hit music station, 847. I'm Scottie. He's Greg Morrow, and there's another gentleman in the studio with us right now. His name is Aaron Johnson. He is an NHLer, 7 teams strong, and now he is signed with. He's here.
Yeah,
might as well let him tell us.
Newest member of.
Yeah, the Boston Bruins.
Boston Bruins.
How's it feel to say you're a member of the Bruins?
Very excited. Obviously one of the teams you pictured growing up, playing against the Canadians as well. So got a lot of support on the East Coast, and obviously close to home. So looking forward to that.
You know what? I don't know this about you, Aaron. Were you a Habs fan growing up?
I was.
No, man!
Interview over.
That's it. I don't want to talk to this kid no more. Get him out of here.
Next question.
Strictly just my father was a huge Montreal Canadiens fan, and
yeah, but Jim was wrong. Jim was wrong.
Mike McPhee obviously was
from
here,
okay.
out east, so always followed the East Coasters. But now, unfortunately, a rival team, I've learned to hate them.
Didn't take long, right? It's been like a week.
So, Aaron, the journey to get through, in the intro, you've done 7 different teams. You've been bounced a couple of times, traded and picked up by other teams. How do you feel to finally, hopefully you're going to settle here in the Boston organization. How do you feel after being bounced around sort of the league?
Really excited. I mean, that's kind of the new NHL, it seems. There's not too many players that aren't moving. Even the big names are still moving. As you can see, Rick Nash now in New York Ranger. It's kind of part of the job. Something I'll never complain about because you get to travel the world and meet different people. But like you said, I'd love to find a home in Boston and stay there and potentially finish my career out there.
It seems like nowadays you either see these massive 12 or 14-year deals, or it's a 1-year deal. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like that middle ground seems to be gone now. So.
Yeah, no, they didn't want to go for a 12-year deal with me. So
no, that's too bad. Could have got one of those front-loaded contracts.
It's still early though. Aaron, how old a man are you? Can I ask?
I am 29 years old.
So that makes you almost like a senior player in the league.
Yeah,
seasoned vet.
It's funny how one day you're the future of a team, and now you're the old guy teaching the young guys, kind of the way things go. So it just kind of seems overnight.
But you still look like a kid. You got that. He's got that pretty face, that pretty boy, baby boy face, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so, Aaron, now you've got this deal. You got the chance to come home. Where do you call home? Do you call home here in Port Hawkesbury, or where's home?
Well, home will always be Port Hawkesbury for me. I'll always come home. I make a trip at least once every summer. But right now, I'm living in Barrie, and I think that's strictly just
Barrie, Ontario.
Barrie, Ontario. Yeah, sorry. And that's strictly based on I'm able to train there. There's ice all year, and there's a lot of other NHLers there. So, that's my workout home for now.
So, what do you do in the summer? What does your summer consist of in terms of training?
Just going to the gym every day. Usually doing Olympic lifting, and then I'll get back on the ice around early July. Start skating twice a week, and then and go from there. Usually August 3 times, and September kind of hit the ice running.
In the gym every day over the summer, pretty much so?
Every day, 6 days a week, so okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this, Aaron, while you were in Columbus last season, but I was the Hawk YMCA Fitness Challenge champion.
Goodness. Do you have to bring that up?
This past winter, so if you need any tips in the gym, I'd be glad to share them. I think there's a certificate around here somewhere. So
wow.
Just to let you know, I can help you out.
That is good to know. I love that.
Excellent.
So when does camp happen that you go back to the ice as a Bruin?
It's funny. This year's kind of a special year. We don't really know what's going on as players right now. We know the CBA, the bargaining agreement, ends on September 15th. So. As a player, we're kind of setting a date at the 16th of September, and we'll go from there. Hopefully everything works out.
And as you mentioned, how you go from a young rookie to more of a seasoned vet. You're part of this process.
Yeah.
The bargaining process.
My second year was the year of the first lockout for me, so I was able to go through that and learn from it. And now I was a team rep here last year in Columbus, and went to the NHLPA meetings in Chicago and learned a lot. Like I said, now I'm an older guy trying to keep the younger guys updated.
Will you still be involved in that process now that you've switched teams?
Yeah. I think I've actually learned to love the process. I love the kind of the business behind it, and to see what else is out there. It's not just the game on ice. There's a lot of work behind the scenes and little things that we can help the players be. Better on the ice, whether it's rules or gear or equipment, and it's it's very exciting.
So let's presume that this thing gets settled, knock on wood, hopefully, because we all want to see a season. What do you figure your shots are in making the Bruins out of training camp?
Well, I mean, it's the same situation I've gone in the past 6 years, really. They've got 5 defensemen signed to one-way contracts, and I'm just fighting for the 6th, 7th job, and going to go in there, have a good camp, and kind of see what unfolds.
Pretty much the same thing that happened last year, right? Columbus had a lot of guys signed, and there was thoughts of a young guy or two that would probably crack the lineup. And I think you made it as probably the 7th defenseman.
Yeah.
Maybe 6th or 7th, and you ended up playing quite a bit, right? I mean, by the end of the year, you're up there in ice time, pretty much playing every game, so it didn't work out so bad, right?
No, yeah, that's kind of the same plan for this year. A lot of young players, and constantly more players coming into the league, so it's obviously always a challenge, but I enjoy that. I look forward to it, and I'm excited to get going.
And you're buddies with Rick Nash, right? I mean,
am.
not just teammates, but you guys are kind of, did you come into the league at the same time, or?
Yeah, we kind of came into Columbus at the same time, and then I lived with him his 2nd year, so ever since then we've kind of kept in touch, trained together in the summer, and yeah, like you said, become good friends.
How tough of a situation was that for him with the saga going on with the trade and potential trades and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough to kind of watch him go through it, because he was kind of the good guy in the situation, but you can, depending on what side of the coin you are, you could look at him as a bad guy, saying he wanted to leave Columbus and potentially win a Stanley Cup, but it's a tough situation for him. But right now he's kind of in the point of his career where he just wants to win hockey games. He wants to hoist the Stanley Cup, and obviously the same situation as me with Boston. Won the Cup 2 years ago, and that would be nice to bring it back and set it in between us and have another interview about that.
Hey, that's great. We're going to hold you to that.
We're up for that.
Absolutely.
I'm up for that.
To that. Dennis Bonvie brought the Cup in here a couple of years ago, so
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun. We'd love to have it back. Stanley Cup is invited on the Hawk anytime.
Anytime.
Open invitation. So
Anytime.
Make it happen.
So Aaron, when you win the Stanley Cup, you must, now that you've said it, it's legally binding.
It's on the record.
It's legally binding. You have to do this now. So if for whatever reason after training camp, and you've got, I was told you're signed to a 2-way contract.
Yep.
If training camp goes and you don't crack the Bruin roster, where do you go then?
They have their AHL team is in Providence.
Okay.
I think it's about 50 miles outside of Boston, so not that much farther. But the goal is to play with the Bruins.
Oh, for sure.
And we'll go from there. We'll kind of see how everything unfolds in training camp. And like I said, the goal is to be a Bruin and to play the full season up there and bring the cup home.
Nice.
Exactly.
I like that.
At the end of the day, though, you're a professional hockey player. You're getting paid to play hockey.
Exactly.
Right? It's still good whether you talk about bouncing around teams or playing in the NHL or AHL. You're living the dream.
Yeah. Obviously, every day I wake up and kind of laugh at myself. It's pretty exciting.
And now even the fact, like you say, 29, seasoned vet, and getting into the business side. Like when we talked to Dennis sort of said the same thing. He went from being a player to the business side of it. And there's more game that happens off the ice as well. It's not just what you see on Hockey Night in Canada every Saturday night.
Do you give any thought to post-career? I mean, you're relatively young, but at the same time, you're about 10 years in, right? So
Yeah.
do you give thought to what you're going to do after?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, every year you get older. It's what's the next step. But I think I'd really like to stay with the game somewhere, whether it's on the player side with the NHL Players Association or if there's a team where I could help out and help develop young players. That's always been something I've enjoyed and kind of pass on the ropes.
Well, unfortunately, we're coming up on time here. We got to get Greg's got to do the news.
Yeah.
So
we want to thank you for coming in.
100%.
Really appreciate it. We know you're only in town for a week, so we appreciate you taking time out for coming. I appreciate last week you giving me the heads up about the contract, because for a couple of hours I could tell everybody that I was a hockey insider because I broke a signing.
And he tweeted that.
I did tweet it. I was the first person to tweet that Aaron Johnson had signed a contract with the Bruins. So
Very well.
I appreciate you giving me the heads up and giving me 15 seconds of fame. That was great.
No problem.
Okay.
Aaron, thanks for coming in. Congratulations on signing with the Bruins, and good luck in camp in September.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Good.